Hi everyone, hello and welcome for today's session on work breakdown structure. Friend, this is one of the very critical and important thing in project management, and most of us have gone through it. And it's my privilege to bring all this my experiences and share with you, so that it's not a new thing, not at all a new thing. Everyone knows it, but I want just put certain things which are not generally spoken about or available in YouTube video. So I want to make it very a little bit of what do you call specific to certain things, and make this video easy understanding, so that beginners can understand, and also this will refresh people those who are already in this field, and also it will be useful for people, the aspirants, those who are going to appear for the PMP exam, the so-called PMP exam, which is very valuable thing in life. So all these things will come across for this video, because this is something, a practical approach which I have taken. And also since it, this WBS thing is a huge subject in its own, I will try to put it in a very concise and manner in this small video. So let's go to the video. So here it is, friend. It is basically the work breakdown structure. Why it is important? Managing a project can be daunting, and with so many variables in a project, it is easy to get overwhelmed. You need to get confused how to start and how to do it. So where do we begin? So the question is, where do I say I should begin with the project, so that it will be easier for me doing the project. So basically now we are talking about what is WBS. As you see it here, it is a hierarchical decomposition of the total scope of work. The WBS breaks down the structure of the project into manageable deliverables. For example, you need to build an apartment or a shopping mall. How to start with, how to decompose the whole thing into smaller chunk of pieces, so that you can manage it well. Then that can be assigned to specific people or teams to deliver it. So that is what WBS is. Now the basis for the decomposition of the WBS is like discipline basis, administrative basis, budget and account basis, depending on the funds, and the product basis, type of products, and the physical area basis, at what location you are doing. Suppose for instance you are doing in an apartment in the first floor, second floor, or the foundation, or the garden, or the parking lot. So all this are the basis for decomposing your total project into deliverables. Now coming back to WBS structure, as you see it, it looks like a network diagram, with the yellow one is the main deliverables, and after that the lighter green and the green one. So basically it is a helpful of network diagram for project managers to visualize all the tasks required to complete their project. So you can visualize what's happening where. By visualizing your project in this manner, you can understand your project scope and allocate resources for all tasks. When you visualize, then you are able to manage it. The most of the WBS we have three levels that represent the project, like the main deliverables, the control accounts, and the project deliverables and work packages. So all these labels will be there generally in a WBS structure. So now let us see how to create a WBS. This is really important. Please pay your attention, because creating a WBS is the first step in developing a project schedule. This is the first thing you do when you start with a project. And the objective of creating a WBS is to define all the work that needs to be completed and in what order to achieve the project goals. You need to create what is to be done and what order it is to be done. So that is basically will take you, you should pay significance in your doing creating a WBS. Now the rules are very simple. The rules, as you see it, include 100% of the work. Each level of WBS is a smaller piece of the previous level. Remember to focus on outcomes, not actions. This is very important, because you need to focus on the outcomes. What is delivered? The outcomes are nothing but the deliverables, not what you are doing it. So what you are doing basically an action is not the part of the WBS, right? And then all subtasks should be mutually exclusive. It means that each subtask will not be repeated in one or two more deliverables or WBS level, so that it becomes confusing. So that is mutually exclusive. The lowest level, work package must be easily manageable. So you can bring down to, to your total scope to that level where it can be easily managed in terms, taking consuming less time, consuming less effort without any information and all that, any additional information. Then assign each work package to a specific team or individual. You will be able to, hand over that small chunk of work to a special team or an individual. So that is basically the rule you should, create WPS. So because basically these processes, are simple, but you need to follow it, and when you do that, you need to code them, as I showed you that previous the diagram, which was the network diagram. So the project name will be there, the task 1 and task 2. Like it is a simple example of it. When you go to a practical project, it will be, a different thing. So basically these processes, are a type of thing which you need to, understand, so that this coding is basically to, identify between each type of deliverable and each type of task. That becomes easier for you, to code a WPS. Then you move to, creating a WPS. Now you see, this is how I prepared it. This is one screenshot of my, project where I had created it. You can see the top one, the project one, the level 0, and the, level 1. Then there are level 2 and level 3. How they have been, basically indented, below upon somebody, so that, you can easily, it gets accounted. So when you create a WPS in MS project, it looks like this, because, I will not able to take you to an MS project, but I will try in my next video to take you to an MS project and show you how this is basically done. So this is how you create it, this is how it looks at different level of different type of deliverables. Now I will take you to know the last one is the use of WPS, how you are going to use it, what is the benefit of WPS. So the use of WPS is basically, it is something like, these processes. You can see the, all those things which are surrounding this WPS circle. These are the processes that interact with each other and other knowledge areas of project management, and these are, will help you, if you create a WPS in a correct manner, all these knowledge areas, you will be interacting with each other. You will get benefit out of it. So basically, a well-managed work breakdown structure helps with other project management processes. That is what is coming here. Because if you do a WPS structure, correctly, with all your inputs and all, then probably all your other areas of project management, knowledge areas or process groups will interact each other, so that you will get the benefit out of it. Now coming to the managing a project, basically WPS is what? Managing a project. This is accounting and controlling. These are very important. And if you see that here on the top level and at various level 1, level 2 and level 3, the percentage are given. See how the jobs are completed. Basically particular chunk of work, how much it is completed, and how it is overarching to the top level. That is the project name or project 1, which is in this case, there how it is getting overarching, and so that the whole thing is getting, at what level you are, at what percentage of work completed, what amount of money spent, and similarly at what level, how much balance scope of work there, and how much the total overall project is get completed. So basically, if you create a WBS well, you can better manage a project in terms of accounting and controlling. Now, coming to the benefits of WPS, see this. Help prevent work from slipping through. If you create a correct WPS, then your work will not slip through with any cracks. Okay, it helps understanding the impact of individual works on the total project. When you break down to chunks of work, then the small work or an individual work significance will come to know, and its impact on the overall project. And help identify risks. You can identify risk by breaking down all the work of a project, and then you can identify if it is a simple or a bigger thing, or you can the mega structure like apartment or something like that. You will not come to know the risk unless you decompose the deliverables. Then easier to manage complex tasks. When it is a complex task, like you are not aware of a thing, big projects, but when you break it down, probably you understand it and the complexity will go. Then provide base for accurate estimation. It is simple because as you break down into Smaller things you'll be able to estimate in exact terms. That helps planning and controlling. As I showed you the previous slide, it helps in planning and controlling. So that's it, friend. Thank you. So friends, that's it for the day, and I think the video might have helped you in learning something, and thanks for be with me and be in patience with me for for this video. And I tried to put it, as I told you earlier, in a very concise form, and but it is a huge subject, and it will take 2-3 lessons probably to be to master it and to use it in the planning. But I assure you that next time I will take you to my laptop interface in the MS Project interface. There I will tell you exactly how to put those tasks and put those deliverables or create a WBS with all the tips and the tricks in MS Project, so that you get best out of while using a WBS. Best best about the structure, and practically I will tell you how to do it. So thanks for watching. And please do subscribe the channel and press the like button, so that we will meet again. The notification will come to you, so the relationship will be there. So thank you. Namaskar.